Hi Gemini, here is a general look at your solar chart for November 2013, and there's two headlines this month. First is the solar eclipse happening in Scorpio, and the second is the entry of Venus into Capricorn, there to stay until next March. So first of all, the solar eclipse happening on the 3rd of November at 11 degrees of Scorpio, influencing most strongly other members of the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo and Aquarius. If you happen to know that you've got an important point in a fixed sign, it'll be between 6 and 16 degrees. Or if you've got a fixed sign friend, it'll be mostly influencing those born from the middle of the last week of the previous month to the middle of the second week of the succeeding month. Hopefully you'll be able to work that one out. This solar eclipse conjuncts Saturn, Mercury and the North Node. So even though it doesn't make tremendously strong connections to your sun sign, it will be felt mostly by those born in from the middle of the last week of May to the second week or the middle of the second week of June. But it will affect all of the signs in decreasing or increasing ways according to the degree. Anyway, for you, this is the area of service, this is the energy of change. This eclipse energy is about making improvements in the way you serve or the way you work, or maybe how you handle health, what you do about diet, exercise, and what you put through your body. Maybe this is about methodologies and technologies and techniques and adding skills to your bow, or sharing those skills and teaching those skills to others. It's definitely a very practical area. So this is your opportunity to make new beginnings in those parts of your life, and improvements, changes and improvements in those areas there. And of course the sun is in this area as the month kicks off up until the 22nd, so more to-do lists, more niggly details. Maybe this is your time to get to grips with health issues that might be yours, that might be another's. You could be putting more effort into training, maintenance, repairs, the mechanical details of daily life, mundane daily duties. So yes, rolling up your sleeves and getting organized. And your mind is very much connecting in with that, and you will, be trying to figure things out, maybe furrowing your brows a bit, thinking more about schedules, timetables, perhaps, ideas or paperwork have a more practical flavor. Thoughts could be revolving around all of that maintenance area that I was mentioning, but also health, your health or somebody else's health, and just trying to figure things out, and thinking things like, how am I going to manage to sort this out? Mercury is actually retrograde as the month begins, but goes direct from the 10th, so things should start to come together better from that time there onwards. And until the 5th, Venus is in her favourite place, very much helping you, and you and someone could be, working as a team, or maybe you and someone, are feeling a kind of close mental rapport, bonding, finding that you can do business together if it's a more sort of businessy type relationship. But definitely Venus there helps relationships, no matter what kind they are, flow more easily. And you can benefit from somebody's presence or ideas or contribution, maybe even financial contribution, but far more from the next area that Venus enters, and that will be on the 5th. Venus goes into Capricorn in a mega transit lasting until next March. So this could manifest as an influence over that time, which very much boosts you and supports you emotionally, but also materially with resources, with money, It can be. And I hear this kind of whoop going up all over the world. Well, perhaps not all over the world, but in certain specific locations. It's a good one for that. It really is. Negotiations could tend to go your way if they are related to finance, property. You could get yourself a good deal. You know, the door is opening to that. It's like it's unlocked, and all you've got to do is push it open. So the energy is sitting there waiting for you to work and make the most of. So that can be working in your favor, but also working in your favor is shifting into a more commitment in an emotional sense in a relationship. You can become more involved in a relationship, more intimate in a relationship, but also, as I said earlier, more emotionally supportive. And this could very much bring a new chapter in a relationship, this long transit of Venus, and your whole psyche can start to evolve and regenerate through a certain key relationship, or maybe it's a number of relationships, because after all, you do like variety, Gemini. During this quite long time frame here. Good time to have a heart-to-heart talk with someone. Good time to put your cards on the table. Not somebody that you're necessarily emotionally involved with, though. Maybe, an impartial observer or two who you trust if you need to. Having said that, being more open, keeping lines of communication open, being more open with somebody that you are emotionally involved in is a very good thing to be doing with Venus here. But maybe it's not so much what I was meaning, which is more like a confidential consultation with someone. Now Mars all this time is at the root of your chart, meaning that you could be busier than usual in and around the base of operations or HQ, wherever you are in the world. And also it might mean that you're busier with or because of family members or property matters or possessions, paraphernalia. Physical effort may be needed because of these sort of areas here. Points on the map, property, family members, all may need a more decisive approach. Mars likes to take decisions and then likes to follow up very quickly with action. So once you've thought something through here, then it's action stations. Equally, you could be more demanding yourself at this time on others to do with the home base or from family or extended family neighborhood. Mars in this area could mean a lot more busy interaction with neighbors, from home, or to do with property, or to do with the family matters. So you could find skeletons start rattling in the closet. You could find somebody can push your buttons at this time, because Mars is a little bit reactionary, and you could be thinking more about the past. Or being made to think more about the past because of what somebody's doing or saying, and thinking more about history, thinking more about legacies as well. Now, Mother Nature could also be emphasized at this time. So you're having more of an interaction with Mother Nature, some of you. And some of you could be having more to do with parents at this time, particularly the father energy. And you Geminians born, well, no, I'm not going to give that for Mars because it moves too quickly. But Jupiter in your area is going to be in your other area of piggy bank. So you've got Venus in one area of piggy bank and property, and she's no slouch when she starts bringing things towards you. Goodies in your direction. However, just to go back to Venus, it's not all easy peasy with her, because you might be feeling more self-indulgent with her there. So just be careful, and also feeling more self-indulgent where Jupiter is. So you know, as long as you have got a restraint order put on your urge to stick your hand in your pocket and, you know, sort of flash your card around, whatever it is, credit card around, then, you know, that energy, which doesn't care which way it goes from you to you, you can sort of make sure the energy is steering more to you. So really and truly, I don't think you're going to do too badly here. Now, I'm talking about money, but of course it might not be money. It can be really useful resource, really useful support for you to perhaps make more money, or, you know, save money. So anyway, Jupiter, which is the planet of potential abundance, is in the area, which is going to help you to decide just what it is that you most value at this stage in your life, and will help you to realize what is of most worth at this stage in your life's journey, and what is of most worth about you and your gifts and what you can offer the world at this stage in your life's journey, and then to show others what you're made of and what you have to contribute at this time. Pause. Just some dogs having a little bit of an argument out there. So anyway, this is the time for you to really pick up the thread of what it is that you can, what it is you can do for the world, what it is you can contribute to the world at this time. And you Geminians born between the 3rd and 9th of June, or with 13 to 19 degrees rising, going to feel this energy the most this month. Saturn is, as I've touched on Saturn earlier, in this service-orientated area over its very long transit. Been in there just over a year now, and has got more than a year to go. And it just means that you've got to work harder to be of more assistance to others on a regular basis, keeping things ticking over with practical chores, maintenance, repairs, and also plugging away at honing those skills, applying yourself in very useful ways. Service providers, employers, employees, co-workers, they can feel a bit annoying, they can frustrate you and make you feel limited, or put you down and cramp your style at times. So, you know, you're going to have to get strong there and rise above that. Those sorts of challenges can actually ultimately push you into wiser choices in the future. If you're having a rough time with the job or with what you've got to do every day, as far as daily duties are concerned, Saturn will make that lack more acute to you and will push you beyond your ability to tolerate anymore, so that you actually realize you've got to reach for something better, and that's all there is to it. You've just got to do it. And that's what you'll do. And you Geminians born between the 27th to the 1st of May, or with 6 to 11 degrees rising, will feel this energy the most this month. Saturn, Neptune and Jupiter's current positions could mean that you'll be cooperating with others to make a dream into a reality, and applying talents or resources for that. And if you're playing your cards right and you're manifesting what you want, then that could open the door to abundance in a different kind of, using different methods, different techniques, perhaps, to what you're used to. You early Geminians, I've mentioned this before, might not be seeing something clearly enough to take confident action at the moment, but listen to your guidance, let go of ego, trust, and move towards what feeds your sense of personal integrity, and then it'll start to come clearer later. And that's it for November. If you know your rising sign or your moon sign, listen to those. It'll give a more rounded perspective on what I've said here. And also, if you want to know what the outer slower moving planets are doing with which part of your sign they might be aspecting, have a look at my website, and I'll see you the next time.